He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Watson, flushed out right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. From the 50, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Check. 50. Fresno. Gun. Rose. Ringo. Hey, flicker. Crunch. Shit. Yellow. What's the ad? Two. Rush in. Check 99.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jahan, what is it?
I can't believe they even let you play.
First. Hey, Steamer. Wide. Hey, Echo. Hey, yellow. Wide. Black. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Hey, flicker. Yellow. All day, baby, let's go.
On first and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
And it's third down.
Jahan, 180. 20, lucky 48. Check 20. 80 weapon. Check three. You go tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going to come back to you.
We're scoreless after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings 7, Texans nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Set. Like 88. Mike 40. Mike 40. We don't want this.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ben Gideon. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup. As the and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Check.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and goal, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Now Watson on third and goal. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start the drive with Cook. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Arrowhead. So that one will be accepted.
Come on, fellas.
Fight on these two. That's a line.
Hey, we gotta get to the...
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Mike 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Keep doing that.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Switch. Pick the edge. Come.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Check your hot read. Hey, watch edge. Kill.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really great play defensively.
We want it. Come to my world. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third. Long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Army.
Gun. Leave it. Ring up, 48. Hey. High 7. Rhino.
Big
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
And he's able to find Diggs. A very solid gain of 27. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Chiefs nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the defense. Will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll... out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to... Pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37. Check 37. 43.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Smoke. 40's the mic. Squeeze. Watch the run. They're running it.
Hey, 57. 40.
Check mark 40. Come on, boy.
Come on.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes.
Don't be scared of it.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play At that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On the carry, it's Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And some space here. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment for the guys covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is, they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Check 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, you know.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down now. It's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Let's go. Let's go.
first down, Minnesota.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
General West. Check. Watch twist.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
36-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So don't say nothing.
Cook following the penalty. Look at the dance and the juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
He's got a man, complete. Pushes him aside, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a give running right is Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
D, let's get off the field, D.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Through. Rhino.
Sponge. No. He's checking. Crash,
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Gun. First. Hey, Alpha. Rose. Ringo. Hey, flipper.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Bang.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
All day.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
180.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Yellow.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, That allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Shift, shift. Watch the edge.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's put him on the buses.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it. Topper, topper.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, go, go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Right there, 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 43. Check nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Showing that Brickstone travel.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the shit. Hey.
To throw, Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Mahomes now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike 40, Mike 40.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick hitter complete. It's McCoy.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the ground, it's Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Spurs. Undercrunch. Hey, switch gears.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Pick the edge. Go. Out. Two.
Again, it's Cook.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Kill.
On third down, Cook.
Watch out.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Let's go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You're not ready.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On 1st down, it's Cook.
Run, 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 run.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't
ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
54. Let's go, D. He's crashing. He's
Lock, slap.
Big ass.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come. Who is this against?
Keep playing hard.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Shoot. 6 guys. 11.
Now a toss play. It's Breida.
Hey, check 24.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. I got you. 3 down. 40's mine.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
White.
Check. Hey, alert 3. Whip.
Go ahead.
On 1st down, here's Breida.
Check 4. Check 50.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
SOS. Watch that. Check. Watch twist. Deuce. Say.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In your face.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackled that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Now a run with Cook.
Check.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rush in. Check 90. You draw Corker.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Gun.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Check nickel.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll start on the ground with Breida.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Here we go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
You got tape.
21. 21.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Lock.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Hey, exit. 11.
Check 31.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
36.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Switch. Alert 3.
11.
Switch. Pick the edge. Come. Out.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
Here we go.
But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Two.
Check. Kill.
Six.
Kill. Shift. Watch out.
Check 13. Check.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
Kill. Turn up.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got them. 65.
Garoppolo now.
Push him back.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Hey, gun.
Yeah, let's get second.
Lock.
On first down, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, orbit. Hey, receiver.
Following the interception, Cousins.
Kill. Check 52.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Mike, 50 gun. Let's go. Hey, yo. Hey, Haywood. Wide. Black.
5-4. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Get that horn.
Now Cousins.
Tighten up. Check 37.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
You can't block me.
Let's 50. Good route here. Go. Gun.
Buzz. Be ready.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins shifts by him. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
54. Hey, 48.
Hey, check 24.
Gun. Black. Hey, flipper. Listen to me.
All day, dog.
Check 4.
Bravo.
Check 50.
Shift.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Go ahead. Black.
Deuce. Safe. Hatchet.
11.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
I got them. Yo! Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
11.
You can't block me.
Yeah, check.
Hey, Delta.
Let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
He's checking.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Back.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Kill. Check hot route.
Here we go.
From the 29, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Zoo.
Cousins now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
300. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Now Cousins on fourth down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go.
Now
here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Just like that.
Check.
21.
Check. 55.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Check 99. Check 99.
White.
Check the backer. Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam.
Check 9. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Breida.
Watch the shift.
Kill.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, baby.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
21.
Check
21. 21. Wait, hide.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 49.
Watch
11.
Buzz. 40's Mike.
You bet, hunt.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Showing it, showing it. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift, watch the shift. Check 24, check 24.
13, 13.
Check 26.
1, Omaha.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
25, check 25, check 25.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's another.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
First and 10 at the
Check, 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 check.
47-yard line.
6, 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide, get wide.
Watch the safety crew. 21, 21. Here we go.
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Under crunch. Hey, switch down.
This is Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, gun.
I got motion.
21, 21. Here we go. 21, 21.
55, Mike, 55.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Check 31.
They'll run on first down. Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
56. Woo-hoo. Switch. Alert 3. Alert 3. Switch.
Pick the edge. Go.
Out.
They run it again with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun.
Check. Kill.
Shift.
Watch out.
Two.
Check 13.
Hey, no, easy.
13.
Check your hot read. 56.
Hey, Echo.
56 is the mic.
Hey, Tank.
Protein spill.
Watch edge. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run. Cook.
Run.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with time running out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
We got this.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. The San Francisco offense ready to start.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, pass that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Green 80! Squeeze! Alert, alert, alert!
He's not gonna get me.
Check Mike 40. Check.
Hustle. Yeah, that's what I do.
Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 40. Look left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Mike's 40. Right here.
Hey, 0.
40.
Silver. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here I come again.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
That's it. 40's Mike.
You don't know no better.
Good.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, two. Check 24. Watch 24.
Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
That's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Gun.
Motion. Mike's 50.
Watch the run.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Black. Hey. High 7.
50's the Mike.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Rhino.
Check.
Tighten up.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. To throw it is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
Get in here. Come on.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Hey, seam 6.
54 is Mike. 50. Check. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Wide.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. No move to get the offense off the field here. They converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Deuce. Gun. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the...
Through. Rhino.
Safe.
Leave it. Ringo, 48. Hey, Alpha.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three. Switch. Check safety.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth.
No. He's checking.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
6 man.
Took right.
Check curls.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
I don't even know why this team's...
14.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. I got you. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 46.
I'm on.
Mike's 40.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Ready?
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Let's get the ball. Mike 40.
Watch the curl.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Good job right there.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 40.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike's 40.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Cousins on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 37 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At the 45-yard line.
Right there, 40's Mike.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, flipper.
Coming after you. Check. Crunch. Shift.
Hey, yo.
Watch the edge. Rush in.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Check the backer. Switch.
And look at that, a diving catch. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Let's go. First. Hey, receiver. Go.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage. You've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
He don't want it. 14, find it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Under crunch. Hey, switch gears. Check 31. Joker. 36.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Here we go.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Switch. Alert 3. Switch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch out.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57.
Bravo. Yo. Wide.
Check 13.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cook following the penalty. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
82's moving. 82's moving.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, 0. 40's the mark.
Back to throw.
Tight down. There you go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Front left. Right.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Cook. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, good move. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I'm here all day.
Check 4. Check 50. Check 50.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Trust they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.